Hey, y'all, hey. Let's get into it. I had a really good conversation. I was invited to be on Jessica Alford's panel last night, and thank you for inviting me up. And we had the conversation started with her asking me if I can remember when it started to change far as lip gloss and when we were wearing the shiny lip gloss, because what that definitely infers. Okay. So I told her, I said, I believe that the lip gloss started around the 80s. And I remember we had, they used to the roll on lip gloss and it was shiny and it comes in different flavors. But we were kids in the 80s. You understand me? So we just thought it tastes good and it was shiny like Vaseline because we wore Vaseline on our lips and stuff like that. But there was no way that we would have known. I guess the founder of such a thing had a very sexual title to the initial lip gloss. As kids, we didn't know that. And what I said to her is, had we known that, our mothers were the gatekeepers and never would have allowed us to buy such a thing or wear such a thing, particularly if it had such an inciting or lascivious title. So I've said that to say mothers are the gatekeepers as to what is appropriate, because children don't know what is appropriate and what isn't. So that caused me to think about a conversation going back to this bubble skirt, thing that's going on with the HBCUs, and not just HBCUs, but just young women in general. Okay, let's take a look at this.
So we're at the mall and we seen a young lady walk in with one of them homecoming bubble skirts that y'all was talking about with the booty cheeks out, and I think they was right. That was quite jarring to see. Ain't no had to raise on the dance break. Her whole ass was out. I mean, we said, oh. We literally jumped. Oh. So, maybe the aunties had a point. Maybe not at the mall. There's kids. There's kids in here.
Okay. And even Jessica mentioned that she was out with her sons and immediately had to cover their eyes before they saw the display of trashiness. So that caused me to think about again when my daughter, and I shared a story last night when my daughter was in middle school. Yeah, I think middle school. And, being in the military, she had friends of all different races, because we travel different, she just did. Anyway, so she had her friend had a skirt, the same skirt. Her friend was Caucasian, and they wore it to school the same day, because that's what they do, want to dress like their best friends. Well, then I get a call to the school because my daughter is out of dress code. So I go and I said, well, what's going on? I asked the questions and they explained the length of the skirt, what is required. Now, I could have been indignant like some of y'all would be, but I had to have a conversation with my daughter, and the same conversation that my mom had with me when I was in my youth. Everything that's made doesn't fit everybody, and it's not made for everybody. And I had to explain to my daughter that the same skirt her and her friend had, it fit differently on my daughter because my daughter's body was different than her Caucasian friend. And as my mother said, everything that is in style is not the style for you. And again, that's where the mothers come in. Does it mean that was anything wrong with my daughter's body? Absolutely not. It just means that certain things wasn't made for her. But see, we grew up learning that. We grew up learning that because, again, back growing up, the sizes that would fit our counterparts, we may have made the weight the same amount, and most of us were thin, not like now. But anyway, we had to size up because our bodies were made differently, and we understood that the sizing wasn't necessarily built for us, so we had to modify. Does it mean that there was anything wrong with our bodies? No, but we had to dress for them. So I even shared with, Jessica, I said, I know that you do ballet. I said, you don't even see the full asses out in the tutus. And she's taking ballet. So she said when she started to become comfortable, they shared with her that you may need to buy your tutu somewhere else because of your body shape. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with your body, but everything don't fit it. And if someone points that out, does that mean that they're hating? No, it means they're trying to help you. To keep you from looking like a damn fool. To keep you from looking like a hoe. To keep you from looking like a streetwalker. To keep you from looking like a hooker. Especially, it may not matter to you now, but keep living. Keep living. That's why when you see, and again, everybody's style is different. I'm just trying to grow you. Take with it what you will. You know, there are styles that I would wear that I may have one time wore as a dress. But because I am the age I am, my body is the way that it is, I need to modify some things. Instead of wearing it as a dress, I might wear it with some, as opposed to wearing it just with the dress, some heels, legs out, I might put some leggings on, or I might put some tights on. Got to style it different. So again, I say, when it comes to certain things, like there's absolutely no way I would allow my daughter, especially when she was in my control, to wear a lip gloss named some of the stuff that red sexy whatever is. No, never. Everything that's out ain't for you. And see, one of the things I shared with a young lady last night, we realized, and I say we, and there's some old fools, so, if the shoe fits, step off in it. Most of us realized that the inroads that were made for us and the inroads that we would make for others, it just wasn't about us. It was for those who would come after us. Like I shared, when I was an officer in the military, I knew I had a responsibility, and it wasn't just to myself. It was for those women in general, Black women specifically, who saw me in my uniform and saw how I conducted myself to set the example. So I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it again. Mothers, we're the gatekeepers. And the problem with many of y'all trying to be some friends with your kids. Daughters specifically. And see, even grown, if I would wear some stuff and my mom said, where are you going with that? And she said, no, that's not a good look on you. Even now she does it. And I'm 57. But see, y'all don't want to hear nothing from nobody. But I'm saying it. Do with it what you will. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.